Hello everybody. How are we doing today? I am back in North Dakota and freezing to death. It is negative 45 degrees today with wind chill. Without wind chill, it is negative 15. Needless to say, I have not left the house since I got home last night from the airport. I do not recommend it, you guys. It's like frostbite central. So just stay inside, you guys. It is way too cold here in North Dakota. Hello, Terrell and Linda. You guys, I am back in Minot, North Dakota. I hope you guys are all doing awesome. I am well. I haven't never had shepherd's pie before, so we are going to make it tonight. It's a super easy, simple recipe. I know there's probably a bunch of different changes to this recipe people can make. Hello, Danielle and Twyla and Patrick, Tiffany and Azuzina. The most common guidance that I have gotten from people who make shepherd's pie is to use real potatoes to make my mashed potatoes. But we're not going to do that. We're going to keep this recipe simple and see if it works out, because I know a lot of us don't have time to peel and cook potatoes, even though with a pressure cooker you can get them done in 4 minutes. We're going to use the instant and see if that works. Hello, Tracy and Maggie, Nicole and Sandy. Hello, Christy. Thank you. Hello, Wayne. How are you? Hello, Jen and Brianna. Paula, how are you guys? Yes, you guys, it is freezing after that nice weather. I keep turning the thermostat up every couple of minutes. I'm like, I'm still cold. Let's crank this up another notch. It kicks off and I get cold all over again. I lived under a blanket this morning while I was working, and all of my animals really miss me and wouldn't leave me alone today to get my work done. Every time I sat down, they sat on top of my laptop so that I couldn't work on anything. Hello, Amber and Kayla. Billy, hello, you guys. You guys, it is so cold. Hello, Jen. You guys, don't forget to leave a reaction on the post to get entered into the giveaway. Make sure you share the video so that more people can start watching and we can do more giveaways. You guys, word of mouth is the way I have gotten started with this, and you guys continue to surprise me with how many people you guys bring onto this page just by sharing the word of my cooking show, and I really, really appreciate it. So if you guys continue to do that, I will give my thanks to you. Hello, Andy and Olivia. Snowing in Iowa. Thankfully, it's not snowing here, but it is really, really cold. Hello, Danielle. I've never had shepherd's pie before. You guys, my truck fired right up with my auto start when we got off the plane. We didn't even have to go outside to start it. Just pushed my auto start and it purred like a kitten. So it was perfect. I'm happy that my truck did not fail me. It did, however, take a long time to warm up. And when you open those doors, they creaked so loud for how cold they were. And my back hatch latch thing, it latched, but my car didn't think it did. And so it beeped at us the entire drive home that it was open, even though it wasn't. So yes, you guys, I am back in North Dakota. Thank you for all the welcome and love, you guys. It is good to be back even when it is cold. I did miss my kitchen and this beautiful light ring that my brother got me for Christmas. Hello, Thelma. How are you? Philip and Frank, hello, Mickey and Jill. You guys, don't forget to leave a reaction down at the bottom of the page. If you don't know what that means, you click any of these down at the bottom of the page to get entered into the giveaway. It doesn't matter which one, doesn't matter how many times you push it. Pushing it one time will get you entered into the giveaway. You guys, it is so cold, Jeremy. I don't know how you've been doing the ice fishing with how cold it's been. Hello, Becky. Thelma, I would kill for 35 degrees right now, and I never in my life thought I would say to Melissa and Marsha and Deborah. Do you have Deb's number? Or Bev, sorry, Beverly's number. I said Devin. She just FaceTimed me. Hello, Amanda and Macy. You guys, all right, we're going to get started. Preheat your oven to 400 degrees. If you're going to cook this along with me, you want to make sure your oven is preheated to 400. I know, we leave when it's actually decent, and we came back when it's freezing. Hello, Ramona. How are you? So we're going to get started. Like I said, this recipe is super easy, which I love. You guys know that I know that you guys love those recipes too when you guys are just short on time and want something new to make for your family. Oh no, Lacey, what class are you going to be in? It is a negative 40 degrees with wind chill, Eileen. Without wind chill, it is negative 15. Hello from New York. Hello, Amanda. Welcome to a live show. So our oven is preheated to 400 degrees. We are going to get some of our ingredients ready. We're going to prepare our mashed potatoes first. This is the brand of mashed potatoes that the recipe calls for. So this is what we're going to use because a lot of people have so much fun at Solid Core, Lacey. Hello, hello, you guys. This is the brand of mashed potatoes we're going to use because this is what the recipe calls for. And since so many of you said that instant mashed potatoes are not the way to go for this recipe, I am going to trust it and use the actual brand specific, even though this is not a brand I typically use. Just got done painting, built a shelf in your room, so you do not have time to prep to make this along with me. Jennifer, that's okay. Hello, Sherry. Thank you for sharing. Yes, Teresa, let me know how it goes. You guys, it is really cold. Like, I'm not being dramatic. Negative 40 degrees with wind chill. It is very, very cold. So we are going to heat up our water, butter, and our salt. Get our pan going over high heat. We need water. So it says to use half the box. This box is a little bit bigger than the recipe calls for, but I'm just going to go with the 12 number of servings. There's typically 20 in this box, so it's a little more than half, and they said that's fine if you like mashed potatoes, and we do. So Tracy, I would have to agree, but this recipe called for these, so we're just going to try them and see how they go. We need 3.5 cups of water. For this recipe, you'll need water, butter, salt, and milk for your potatoes. So make sure that you do have those available and not just the potatoes. Make sure you have milk and butter. So 3.5 cups of water. Don't add your milk in yet. We're going to just do water, butter, and salt first. So 3.5 cups. Into my pan. Butter, we want 6 tablespoons of butter and 1.5 teaspoons of salt. So I've got a little over that. I've got my 8 tablespoons of salted butter. I am going to use salted. I like salt in my mashed potatoes, even though we are adding salt to it. I don't shy away from it at all. That is really funny. I have a family member that doesn't like boxed mashed potatoes either. She thinks they're completely fake, won't eat them. So that makes me giggle a little bit too. They are just sometimes more convenient. All of our potatoes that were here before vacation are completely rotten, moldy, gross. So we were going to try and use those today. Yes, you guys, the weather is way colder than Arizona. We had over 100-degree temperature difference coming from here to there. So, I mean, I wouldn't recommend it. All right, guys, I definitely would not recommend it. So 1.5 teaspoons of salt. I am using my pink Himalayan salt now that I am back home. I missed it so much. I need to get some for my mom. So we are going to heat this up. Let's see. Yep. Water, butter, salt. Bring to a boil. Then we're going to remove it from the heat. So you're going to want to get out a pot holder of some kind so that it is ready for you to stir in your next ingredients. So once they are all cooked up, we're going to stir in our milk and our potatoes. So I'm going to get my milk ready. We need 2 cups of milk. Get this ready. I just like to have my ingredients ready so that I'm not rushing around once my pan comes up to a boil. So, milk is ready, and then we're going to use about, this is 4 cups of our potato flakes. So I'm going to get those ready. Just pull out my measuring cups with one of my bowls. And just get that ready too, so we can just go and dump away once this is all ready for us. These definitely look a lot different than the potato flakes I'm used to. These are a lot lighter in color and weight. So We will see. So our potatoes are all ready. Now we're gonna get our ground beef ready for this recipe. Yes, you guys, warm comfort food for how cold it is outside. Hello, you guys. Hello, Sue. How are you doing? I know you guys, I was wearing tank tops and shorts, and now I spent all morning in sweatpants and a sweatshirt, and now I'm in leggings and a long sleeve shirt. I wore my Uggs on my feet all morning around the house. I was so cold. So it's definitely a little bit of a shock. The kids were in shock last night running to the truck. So we want a pound of ground beef in our pan, so get that turned on. Just a pound of ground beef. If you guys want to use ground turkey, you definitely can. We're using ground beef today, but ground turkey is a good alternative if you guys are trying to stay away from the red meat. Thank you guys. It is good to be home. Sue, happy birthday. Everyone say happy birthday to Sue. So we've got our ground beef. We're going to heat this up until it is no longer pink, and we're going to drain off the extra grease and then add in our tomato soup, our frozen veggies, and our apparently unicorn seasoning. Rory went to get the seasoning at the grocery store today. Thankfully, I did end up finding a packet in my cupboard because it says on the spot where it's supposed to be at the grocery store, it says the manufacturer is having trouble even making it and distributing it. So if you go to the grocery store and you can't find it, that's why. I don't know if other brands have it, but McCormick for sure is on a shortage right now. I thankfully, very, very thankfully did have one stockpiled. Yes, you guys, I love all the happy birthdays. That makes me so happy. Yes, the planes are awesome. So there's 4 of us, and obviously there's 3 seats and 3 seats on an Allegiant plane. And when we boarded yesterday, the flight attendant immediately walked up to us and said, "You 4 are together?" We said, "Yeah." And she said, "Okay, you did have somebody sitting next to you, but I'm going to move them so that you have an entire row to yourself." So they do really, really well with the social distancing. They give everyone masks and wipes and gloves that you can put on once you get on the plane. They also sanitize a lot, which is awesome. So it definitely makes you feel safe. We also fly Allegiant, and they have their own airport in Arizona, so you're not with Delta, United, Southwest, nothing. It's just Allegiant flights, so that's also really reassuring. It's not super crowded. There's not a lot of people there, and you know that they are following the certain guidelines that they have. I think so, Kayla. We are really looking at it. Rory bought this beef today. Normally my ground beef I get from Butcher Box. I have it sent to the house. Today he got it at the grocery store, but Butcher Box is the way to go with all of our meat for recipes. I hope not either, you guys. I've been staying inside so that the cold weather doesn't get to me. Yes, Eileen, it is so nice and reassuring, especially with me and the kids, just how safe it is, because my kiddos do have asthma. So our potato water is ready and boiling. We're going to take it off, and we are going to stir in the milk and the potato flakes, like so. I'm just going to grab a whisk here and whisk them in. You can use a fork, whatever you prefer. I obviously try to avoid using metal on my nonstick pans, even though Pampered Chef says that you can use them. I just kind of steer away from any kind of metal utensils. So, stir those in, and then they are ready to go. We don't need to do anything else to them for this recipe. We're just going to plop them on top and cover them in cheese before we throw them in the oven. Yeah, out of JFK would be kind of crazy right now, but I do know that New York and some of those eastern states are very, very restrictive when it comes to traveling and being able to isolate once you travel from place to place. So that's also kind of reassuring that they check up on people and make sure everyone is following the protocols that CDC has put into place. So we are just cooking up our ground beef. We are going to add in our tomato soup. So this is what I am using today, you guys, our tomato soup. You just want one of these cans here. So I'm just going to open it and get it ready to pour into our ground beef. So the handle of my whisk was metal, but the actual whisk itself was actually it's coated silicone. So it is actually not metal. It's not a dumb question. I have an all metal whisk, but then I also have my silicone whisk. So that's a good question because I do have my metal whisk here. So I didn't use this one. I used my silicone one. Not a dumb question at all. You saw the handle. That was a safe assumption to think that it might have been metal. But no, it's just silicone. And when it comes to using metal on our pans, obviously a whisk, it doesn't have a sharp point or corner to it. So you're pretty safe using it with your non-stick pans. But I just like to play it safe. There we go. My can opener did not want to hook for me. Yes, you guys, I love it. The silicone whisk is one of my favorite tools for the kitchen with my non-stick pans so that I don't have to worry about the scratch on them. So, you guys know I love my can opener. It's no sharp edge can opener. You don't have to worry about it if your kids want to help you or anything like that. I did have another person let me know that even with her cans that she needs to pull the tab on, that she uses her no sharp edge can opener for that, so that the pop top on some of tuna cans and stuff like that don't leave a sharp edge and don't hurt her as well. So that is definitely a multi-use tool with the can opener, that you can even use it on those cans that have the easy pull tab, which sometimes isn't so easy to pull. I'm going to grab my lid so we can strain off this extra fat and grease. It's always a challenge for me to figure out which lid goes with which pan. You'd think I'd have it figured out by now. Taco pinwheels for Super Bowl, and they were awesome. That's great to hear. I love it. So the mix and chop doesn't melt sitting on the hot pan. I have never experienced it. I'm sure if you left it there long enough it would. I like to set it like this so then it doesn't sit on a hot edge, and I've never had it melt. I think they're made out of a pretty sturdy material, but you do need to be careful. Obviously, with how hot my pan is turned up, I don't want to leave it like that for very long, or it will start to melt into the edge of it. But we are going to strain off this fat into a dish. And depending on the percentage of fat that your ground beef is that how much you will have to strain off. So if you're using a 85, 87, 83% fat to lean content for your ground beef, you'll have a little bit more to strain off. But if you get the more lean meat, the 93% to 97%, you won't have to work as hard to get some of that grease off of there. We're getting there, you guys. So, never use tomato, use mushroom. Mushroom would be really good. My husband doesn't like mushrooms, so we're going to try the tomatoes and see what happens. Ooh, mashed sweet potatoes instead of regular potatoes. That would be interesting too. But I'm just doing this recipe. This is going to be my first shepherd's pie, and then if I like it, we'll run from there and make some little changes to it. So we're going to dump in our tomato soup. We are going to add in our frozen veggies. You want a 12-ounce bag of frozen veggies. This is 16, so we're going to use a little less than the whole bag, but you can always add in the whole 16 if you want all those veggies in there. Ta-da! And then we want to add in our beef stew seasoning. I am pushing the limit with this pan size, but didn't want to use my stainless steel today. It was all nice and cleaned up. So, slow cooker seasoning, the McCormick packet of slow cooker seasoning, 1.5 ounce seasoning packet. And then we're going to add in a half a cup of water and let it simmer for 5 to 7 minutes. And we will start our giveaway here soon, so make sure you leave a reaction on the post. I don't know why my brain wasn't working. I almost poured 1.5 cups of water in. We only need half a cup of water to help dissolve that seasoning packet in there. Make sure it gets mixed in. Let that seasoning packet help season your meat and your vegetables. Here we go. Scoop that in there. Bring it to a simmer. And then we're gonna spread it into our pan. After that, add our mashed potatoes, sprinkle them with cheese, and then let them bake for about 30 minutes, uncovered being the important part. If you cover it, they will get very soggy. The mashed potatoes will, a lot of condensation will build up if you cover it when you bake it. So you are gonna bake this uncovered for half an hour. So make sure you guys have left your reaction on the post. I am going to pull the names off right now. I found this recipe on Pinterest. I was sitting on our bed last night coming home from the airport. I was super, super hungry, and it dawned on me I hadn't picked a recipe for today yet. So I sat on Pinterest for a while and searched and searched and searched and thought I wanted to do a pasta recipe. And then I decided I didn't want to do a pasta recipe, so I just kind of I typed in family dinner ideas, and this is what came up. And I thought to myself, you know what, I've been avoiding shepherd's pie for a long time, not knowing what it was or never having had it, and I thought I might as well try it now. So that's how I came up with the recipe tonight, just a random off-the-block recipe. Yes, Barbara, I've never had it, nor tried it, nor made it. I got recipe off Facebook. It was nasty. No soup, just seasoning. Oh no. Hopefully it's not nasty. It smells good. We like tomato soup in this family, so I'm hoping that it's good. So the seasoning packet I used is the Hearty beef stew seasoning from McCormick is what I used. Becky, let me know, you guys. I am telling you, like, I've never had one, tried one, made one, nothing. So this is all new to me. I don't know what's right or what's wrong. That's awesome, Macy, to make yours in the rock crock. Squirrel empanadas. What the joy of having a hunter for a husband, Kayla. Marcia, I will be live again on Sunday. Oh no, your instant potatoes were pancake mix. That's not fun. Charlene, that would be something I would do. Yes, you guys, good comfort food. So we'll see, Macy. I have not had it before, so I am definitely giving it a try. So it is simmering now. I'm going to turn down the heat just a little bit to about 2 to 3 on a level from 1 to 10. You guys, it smells good. So just off of the smell alone, I'm going to say I'm probably going to eat way too much of this tonight. I have been on a food kick recently, and it didn't help being in Arizona, and they have so many amazing places you can order food from to go. So it'll be, I will probably eat way too much of it. I'm sure my kids won't eat it, and I'll end up eating whatever I put on their plate, whatever Bree doesn't eat off of their plate. Bree is back here, you guys. She missed us so much, and we missed her. We were gone for 2.5 weeks, so she is sitting here, drinking her beer, hanging out. Hello, Cece. How are you? You guys, I am just organizing the names. I promise I am not just standing around. I am trying to multitask the best I can. Like I said, today the cats would not let me multitask at all. Every time I sat down, they wanted to be on my lap. I thought I was safe with my kids being at school to be able to go to the bathroom in peace, and I was wrong. I sat down, and I had 2 cats on my lap before I had a chance to even think about what I was doing in the bathroom at that moment. Everyone is saying hi, Bree. Yes, beer 30, always, always after a long day at work for her. Always a beer 30.
Oh, you're way too close.
I know, sorry. I blocked the camera with my big old head. All right, you guys, I am just going through the names now. Make sure I don't have any repeats. And then we will get this food into the oven, and then we will do the giveaway. The cats really did miss me. The dogs missed my husband and kids more. The cats missed me a lot. Yes, exactly. We are having an awesome day. Thank you, Chrissy. I hope you are doing well. Yeah, the cats definitely didn't like me being gone. They wanted to be on me all day today. I got some work stuff done, started some Pampered Chef parties today, which is good, but I really, really need to get my template done. We are releasing all new products for spring from Pampered Chef March 1st, and so I need to put together all of my posting and recipes and stuff for all these new fun things that we have coming out. So if you guys are at all excited about that, let me know. I'm going to be starting a VIP group that's going to show a sneak peek of all of our new products for you guys. So if you guys want in on that, I will post it to my Mom Fueling Hungry Boys page so that you guys can just join the VIP page and see all the awesome sneak peeks of all our new spring products that are coming out March 1st. I will be only showing them on the VIP page. According to my company, I am not allowed to share it any other way. So we're going to follow the rules and make a VIP group just so that you guys can see some of our amazing new spring products that are coming out. We'll see, you guys. Honestly, with the beef stew seasoning in there, I no longer smell the tomato soup. It just smells like a super hearty beef stew. So I'll let you guys know if it was a complete failure. But we are going to get our 9x13 pan out. If you're using a stainless steel pan of any kind, you want to spray it with non-stick cooking spray. I am just going to give mine a quick spray with my kitchen spritzer since I am using my stoneware. Eileen, yes, in this VIP group, I will be going live inside the VIP group, showing you guys all the amazing boxes I got while I was out of town in Arizona. Show you guys all the awesome new spring products. So I will create that group tonight and start posting so you guys can see what awesome stuff is coming out. So spray that with non-stick spray. Now we are going to spread this into the bottom of our pan. Spread it out nice and even. I like meals like this that you can just tell are a well-rounded meal. You've got your meat, you've got your veggies, you know, you've got all of that yummy stuff in there. You don't have to worry about your kids not getting all the food groups. So spread that in there, and then we are going to evenly spread the mashed potatoes over. I'm going to give them just a little bit of a turn with my whisk that's like cannot handle the potatoes consistency right now. We are going to grab this and spread this over. I'm just going to do little dots of mashed potatoes so that they're easy to spread over. If you want to, you can use a fork and fluff up the potatoes before you start doing this. I'm just going to kind of dish them around in spots so that I don't have to try and spread one big heaping pile of mashed potatoes. Because then you would start pulling up your beef mixture and it would all start getting mixed in together, and it wouldn't be the traditional shepherd's pie with the mashed potatoes on top. So if you don't want to use the instant potatoes, you can definitely just cook up some potatoes, mash them up, add whatever seasoning, spices, butter, whatever you want to them, and then put them on top of your pan. For this recipe, you want about 4 large russet potatoes to be able to cover the top of your beef, if that helps anybody at all. But we're going to try this. Somebody said instant potatoes get runny for them when they use them, so I'm hoping that this brand is good to go. Oops, knocking some stuff down. All right, so we got our potatoes, and then we are going to top it with some cheese. You guys know my family likes cheese. If you want to add a little bit more zest to this, you can definitely cut up an onion and cook it up with your ground beef, and it would be delicious. You want 1 to 2 cups of shredded cheddar cheese. I'm just going to kind of eyeball it, sprinkle some cheese until it's covered here. Nothing crazy. My dogs are getting every single sprinkling of cheese. Didn't realize how big of a mess I make until I am in Arizona and I don't have my dogs to clean up under my feet while I am cooking. So just like that, uncovered into the oven at 400 degrees for half an hour till that cheese is nice and melted and it's nice and burbly on the sides. You want it hot all the way through. Obviously, if you are in a hurry, it is already cooked, so you're just wanting to warm it up and melt that cheese. So if you're in a hurry, just turn your broil on, melt that cheese up, and serve it. Yes, Thelma, I will make sure that happens. Yes, you guys, if you want to add onion to your ground beef, you can definitely do that. The potatoes I used are the Hungry Jack potatoes here. Not my normal go-to mashed potatoes, but we are trying it because this is what the recipe called for. Wayne, we will starting March 1st. We will have some more starting March 1st. Hello, Natasha. Ooh, yum, Jen, that sounds really, really, really good. Putting little chunks of butter on top of my mashed potatoes before I put them in, that would have been an awesome idea. All right, so we are going to do our giveaway now. Bree, will you pick 3 numbers between 1 and 12?
2, 4, 11.
2, 4, and 11. Here we go, you guys. Here we go. I don't want to melt this cord. So number 1, our first winner, Gina Theobald. Are you still watching? Gina, you have 2 minutes to comment. I know. 3. And our second winner, Susan Thomas. Susan Thomas, if you are still watching, please comment that you are here. You have 2 minutes to comment that you are here. And then, so 2, 4, and what did you say, 12? 11. So here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and our third winner, Rachel Frank. Gina is here. Congratulations, Gina. Rachel Frank, are you still watching? Susan, congratulations. You are here. Congratulations, Susan and Gina. Rachel Frank, if you are still watching, you have 2 minutes to comment that you are here. For the winners, just send me a message. It doesn't matter where. Personal page, Facebook page, Mom Feeling Hungry Boys page, Pampered Chef page. Just send me a message with your shipping information, your phone number, and your email, and I will get something sent off to you. I cannot send to P.O. boxes, so make sure that it is your physical address. We are just waiting to see if Rachel is still watching. If she does not make it in the 2 minutes, we will pull another name. We will have another winner if she is not here. I make Bree in charge of picking numbers sometimes. Right? Just text me what you want, she says. Bree has an endless supply of Pampered Chef at her disposal. I got 2 of almost every spring product, so she's like, hook me up. Rachel is here. Congratulations, Rachel. Our third winner is here. I hope you guys have an awesome night. I will post a picture when it is all done in the oven. We're just going to bake it for another 25 minutes. I hope you guys had an awesome time. I sure did. I will see you guys this weekend. Bye.